Those were my pound cakes!
Good day, ladies, and welcome to the cult. Seeing as one of my all-time favorite PC VR brawlers, GORN, was released on Quest and QUEST2 last night, I did the only sensible thing a father of a 3-year-old experiencing severe sleep deprivation could do. Locked myself up in my man cave and spent the entire night beating the living Jeebus out of strangely disproportional, bald-looking man with the IQ of a sausage. Let's see how that went.
NANI?!
Welcome to the Dungeon Slaves. This is where you'll find yourselves upon firing up the game and get to customize your GORN experience through several gameplay, movement, as well as other quality of life options. Plus you can tone down the violence. Nope. A medieval elevator takes you to the different stages, including custom games which let you change different attributes about the arena, such as gravity, enable one-hit kills, supersize your virtual body. This is where you likely spent the majority of your time playing GORN.
You think you have what it takes to survive? Win your first challenge, then you will become a fighter. Hold your weapon and salute.
But let's be honest, you probably didn't come here to listen about snap turning and movement options. I'd recommend switching to thumbstick movement, by the way. You came here for pure, raw, unadulterated violence. Ask and you shall receive. You'll witness some wonky, borderline buggy physics during this gameplay section, but believe it or not, in the case of GORN, that's really a great thing. Dear devs, please don't fix this shit.
Was that difficult for you?
You know, I guess the same could be said about the weapons in GORN. Everything feels like it's made from rubber. You know, the extremely sharp, flesh and bone cutting type of rubber? What, you've never heard of that? Well, for all you non-Catholic ladies out there, here's undeniable proof that sharp, rubbery objects can in fact be harmful. Anyway, I will shut up now, at least for the next 10 seconds or so, if you're lucky.
If you're no stranger to the PC version of GORN, chances are you'll notice right off the bat how little was lost in terms of visual fidelity with the Quest version of with the Quest version of the game. With the cartoony art style of GORN, of course, lending itself perfectly for a very, very faithful conversion of the game. About the only notable differences between both versions of the game are the missing blood effects on weapons, as well as the colors of the Quest version, which seem to have a little less pop, although chances are that's just me. The other thing I've noticed is that tracking doesn't necessarily feel off, but feels a little less responsive than on PC, especially with swung weapons. Swung weapons? Such as nunchucks and morning stars. Anyway, no big deal. Beating the living crap out of your enemies has a weighty and satisfactory feel to it. Just the way I like a good old-fashioned beating. GORN is the type of game that lends itself perfectly to the Quest platform, even more so than the tethered PC experience. No cables or setup required, just slash, hack and stab away, my friends. Just make sure you have enough room around and above you. I have 2 lamps hanging from my ceiling, and for some strange, inexplicable reason I always manage to give him a big fat smooch with my touch controllers. Which is of course still preferable to swinging at and colliding with a concrete wall. Whether the game is worth 20 shillings depends on what you're trying to get out of your VR experience. There's no real campaign to speak of, although what little voice work there is always manages to get a good chuckle out of me. What the game does manage to encapsulate almost perfectly in my opinion is that quick 15 to 30 minutes VR experience. And if you really go for it, you should also manage to shed a few of those Cheetos adhesions off your bones. Yeah. And if that's your cup of crack, I can wholeheartedly recommend the game. Yeah. As always, thank you everyone for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't yet for more degenerate videos in the future. Give us a thumbs up and yeah.